Jimin pressed his back flat against the mattress, a small hand bunching up the bed sheets. As Youngie leaned in closer, the smell of rich mint and expensive cologne washed over him, making his head spin. I'm not thanking you, Jimin said, his voice trembling slightly, despite his best efforts to sound brave. You were the one who kidnapped me and forced me in this marriage in the first place. Keep me in the school in the bare minimum. Young let out a low, gravelly laugh that vibrated right against Jimmy's chest. He brought one hand up, gently tapping Jimmy's hot pink cheek with his knuckles. Is that so? Youngie murmured, his dark eyes sparkling with absent amusement. The bare minimum, and here I thought I was being a very generous husband. I even made you cake doll. Only did that because I burned the first batch, Jimmy argued, puffing out his cheeks, and you used it to blackmail me. Do you remember? It's called negotiation, sweetheart. Jimmy corrected smoothly. He leaned down a fraction more, his lips hovering just inches away from Jimmy's. But since you are refusing to say thank you, I guess I'll just have to take my reward myself. Jimmy's eyes went wide before he could scream or push the older man away. Yogi suddenly dropped his head onto Jimin's shoulder, letting his heavy body relax completely against the young boy. He did not hurt him. Instead, he just wrapped his powerful arms tightly around Jimin's waist, trapping him in a massive warm hug. Jimin froze, his head hammering against his ribs. Yongi, what are you doing? Get off me! No, Yongi murmured, sleepily into the crock of Jimin's neck, his voice losing all its sharp edge. I worked all night, dealt with my parents all day, and cooked. I'm tired. Just stay still, Minnie. Jimin bit his lips, his hand hovering over Young's broad back. He wanted to push him off, but the warm, heavy weight of the Mafia King felt surprisingly comforting. Slowly, hesitantly, Jimin let his hand rest on Young's shoulder, his face burning bright red in the quiet room. For a few minutes, neither of them moved. The bedroom was completely still, save for the sound of Young's deep, even breathing against Jimmy's neck. The fierce, terrifying mafia boss felt incredibly heavy, but his hold around Jimmy's waist wasn't painful. It was tight, protective, and unyielding. Jimmy's fingers twitched against the fabric of Young's shirt. He felt incredibly small wrapped up in older man's arms, his face still burning a bright shade of pink. Yogi, Jimin whispered softly, his voice cracking slightly in the quiet room. You're heavy. At least let us move onto the bed properly. Yogi let out a low, tight grunt against Jimin's skin, but he did not let go. Instead, he used his strength to shift them both, rolling over smoothly until they were lying side by side on the mattress. Even then, Yogi kept one large, heavy leg tangled with Jimin's, and his powerful arm remained firmly locked around Jimin's waist, pulling him flush against his chest. Jimin blinked, finding himself staring directly at Yogi's face from just inches away. Without his big smirk, the older man looked surprisingly peaceful. His sharp cat-like eyes were closed, and his pale features looked soft in the dim light of the afternoon. Stupid, arrogant jerk, Jimin muttered under his breath, though his voice lacked any real anger in this time. He pouted, carefully pulling the soft blanket over both of them to block out the chill of the air conditioner. Just as Jimin thought Yoongi was completely asleep, the Mafia King's lips switched into a faint, barely visible smile. I can hear you, little doll, Yoongi murmured. Sleepily, his voice gravely low rumble. He did not open his eyes, but his arm tightened around Jimin's waist, pulling him a fraction closer. Go to sleep. You have a lot of studying to do next week. Jimin bit his lips, a strange warm feeling blooming in his chest. He rolled his eyes, resting his forehead gently against Youngi's broad chest, finally letting his own exhausted eyes close. Shut up, Youngi, Jimin whispered this time. Don't even try to fight back. A tiny smile still breaking onto his face. Time skipped the next morning. The soft morning sunlight filtered through the sheer curtains, casting a warm glow across the massive bed. Jimin stirred his eyelashes fluttering as he slowly woke up. He felt incredibly warm, wrapped in a comfortable solid heat that made him want to burrow deeper into the blankets. He shifted slightly, only to realize he could not move even far. Jimin opened his eyes and blinked. Right in front of his face was the crisp black fabric of Yogi's shirt, slightly wrinkled from the night. Yogi's powerful arm was still locked tightly around his waist, holding him securely against his chest. Even in his sleep, the Mafia King's grip was unyielding. Jimmy's face instantly flushed pink at the memories of the previous afternoon rushed back. He had actually rested his head on the jerk's chest. He had actually smiled. Let go, Jimmy muttered, his voice thick with sleep. He pushed his small hands against Yogi's chest and gave a firm push. Yogi did not budge. Instead, a low, gravelly groan rumbled deep inside his chest. His eyes remained closed, but his arm tightened around Jimin's waist, pulling him, the younger boy, closer, until their noses were almost touching. Too early, doll, Yogi murmured, his voice incredibly deep and rough from sleep. Stay still. It's not too early, you lazy cat. Jimin bickered, his bottom lip immediately forming a cute, pouty line. He wiggled frantically in a tight embrace. Get off me. I need to get up. You promised me I could go back to my studies next week, and I need to prepare it now. Slowly, one of Yogi's sharp cat-like eyes opened. He looked deep at Jimin's flushed, pretty face, a slow, familiar smirk creeping onto his lips. Ah, yes, your studies, Yogi whispered, his breath brushing against Jimin's lips, making Jimin's heart do a sudden violent flip. The college student is eager to learn. But you see, little doll, in this house, you don't just get up without paying the morning tax. Jimin glared at him, his cheek turning a bright dumpling pink. There is no such a thing called as morning tax, you pervert. Get off me. There is now, Youngie countered smoothly, his eyes darkening with playful malice as he leaned in just a fraction closer, wrapping Jimin completely beneath his heavy frame. A morning kiss, or you stay right here in my arms all day. Choose wisely, sweetheart. Jimin's breath hitched as Youngie hovered directly over him, the mattress dipping under the older man's weight, up close, without a sharp, dangerous edge he wore in front of his guards. Youngie looked completely captivated, his dark eyes softened, tracing the line of Jimin's blushing cheek down to his pouting lips. Completely unfair, Jimin whispered, his voice losing its angry edge, turning soft and breathless. Young let out a low, tender chuckle, his tongue gently reaching up to brush against Jimin's bottom lip. I'm a criminal doll. I don't play by the rules. He leaned down a fraction more, his nose gently brushing against Jimin's. The sudden, quiet warm-up of the gesture made Jimin's heart tug wildly against his ribs. For a second, the teasing stopped, and Youngie just looked at him with an intense, quiet affection that made Jimin's eyes flutter open. His small hands moving from Youngie's chest to the lightly grip his shoulders, leaning into his warm mat. Suddenly, the heavy wooden bedroom door swung open smoothly. Jiminy, darling, I want to ask you if you prefer tea or Mrs. Min froze in the doorway, her eyes widening as she took her sight of her son hovering completely over his wife. Their faces were inches apart in a deeply intimate tangle of blankets. Both boys froze. Jimmy's eyes snapped open, his face instantly exploding in the deepest, most furious shade of crimson unimaginable. It frantically showed Yoongi off him with sudden superhuman strength, scrambling backward until his back hit the headboard, pulling the duvet all the way up to his nose. No, Mom, wait! Jimmy shrieked in total panic, his voice cracking. It's nothing like that. We were just was just bullying me. Wait. Yoongi, on the other hand, merely tumbled onto his side, propping his head up with his hands, looking completely unbothered and thoroughly amused by his mother's sudden entrance. Mrs. Smith's shock instantly melted in a massive delighted grin. She raised her hand, covering her mouth as she giggled, her eyes even sparkling. Oh goodness, don't let me interrupt, Mrs. Smith teased loudly, backing out of the room with a knowing wink as he flustered daughter-in-law. Enjoy yourselves, boys. Your father and I are going out for the morning walk now. Take all the time you need upstairs, Ma. No, listen to me. Jimmy wailed desperately, but the door closed with a firm, final click, followed by the sound of his mother's happy laughter fading down the hallway. Jimin buried his burning fist entirely into his hands, letting out a loud, defeated groan. Next to him, Yoongi just drew his head back and let out a deep, gravelly laugh that echoed through the quiet room. Jimin snapped, his head up, his crescent eyes flashing with pure fire. I looked at Yoongi, who was still practically vibrating with laughter. The sight of the smug mafia king looking so thoroughly entertained by its utter humiliation made Jimin's last shred of sanity snap. Stop laughing, you jerk, Jimin shrugged, his face still burning a bright dumpling pink. Without thinking twice, Jimin laughed forward. He raised a small fist and began aggressively raining soft, angry thud right against Young's rock hard chest and broad shoulders. This is all your fault, Jimin scolded him, hitting him again and again while his bottom lip jutted out into furious pout. Did this on purpose. You trapped me. Now Ma thinks she thinks we were doing that. I'm never going to be able to look at it in the eyes again. Yogi did not even try to block the attacks. He just lay there on the mattress, his large hands coming up to loosely catch Jimin's wrist. After a few moments, easily stopping the onslaught of tiny fists, he pulled Jimin down slightly, forcing the panting angry boy to look at him. Ouch doll, Yogi teased smoothly, his voice still thick with amusement as he looked at Jimin's rumpled hair and flushed face. Careful, you might bruise your mafia king's reputation, doll. I want to bruise your face, you jerk, Jimin hissed, trying to yank his wrist free, though his heart was racing from how close they were again. Youngie just smirked, his cat-like eyes glowing with absolute satisfaction as he pulled Jimin's hand down, locking them against his chest. Let her think whatever she wants to. It keeps her if it keeps her happy, and if it keeps you right here where you belong to. Jimmy's eyes narrowed, his chest heaving with deep breath. He opened his mouth, completely ready to start his angry rant all over again and yell at the top of his lungs. But before a single syllable could leave his lips, Yoongi suddenly leaned up. Yoongi pressed, Yoongi pressed his lips firmly against Jimmy's trembling pout, one in a swift, sweet peck. The room went dead silent. Jimmy's blood completely short-circuited, his rant instantly dying in his throat. Before Jimin could even process the soft, warm pressure of the kiss, he let go of his wrist, slid out from under him, and scrambled off the bed with lingering fast speed, rushing straight towards the bathroom. Have a good morning, doll, Youngie called out over his shoulder, throwing a playful wing back at his wife before ducking inside and locking the door behind him with a loud click. A second later, the sound of the shower running echoed through the wood. Jimin sat frozen on the mattress, completely paralyzed in absolute shock. He stared blankly at the locked bathroom door, his mouth still slightly open where his words had been cut off. Slowly, hesitantly, his trembling fingers rose up to touch his own lips. They still tingled with the faint, warm trace of Young's lips. Jimmy stayed buried under the blanket for a long time, waiting for his heart to stop racing. The bathroom door stayed firmly shut, and the sound of the running water did not think to calm his chaotic thoughts. Stupid cheating criminal, Jimin muttered into the fabric, his voice muffled. Slowly pulled the blanket down, his cheeks still warm and pink. He could not just sit there all day acting like a flustered mess while Leongi got exactly what he has wanted to do. Jimin slid off the bed and smoothed down his rumpled sweater. He needed to get away from this room before Yoongi finished his shower and started teasing him again. He quickly walked over to his side of the closet, grabbing a fresh change of floor clothes. Hurried out of the bedroom. He decided to use the guest bathroom down the hallway to wash his face and change, wanting to scrub away the lingering warmth of his skin. 10 minutes later, Jimin felt a bit more like himself, dressed in a clean, soft cream hoodie and comfortable trousers. He walked down the grand staircase to the main door. The house was quiet since Ma and Papa men were still out of the for their morning walk, giving him the perfect chance to clear his head. He wandered into the kitchen, intending to pour himself a glass of juice. But as he reached the counter, he noticed a small, neatly folded piece of paper sitting right next to the refrigerator, weighted down by a small silver pen. Jimin picked it up and unfolded it. Written in sharp, elegant handwriting was a brief note. Your new university ID and schedule are in the study room desk. Don't think about skipping your breakfast, doll. My men are watching the kitchen. By Yao Yongi. Jimin bit his lips, staring at the note. He looked towards the kitchen window and saw the faint silhouette of a guard standing near the garden gate. A tiny reluctant smile tugging at the corner of Jimin's lips. He quickly shook his head to banish it, crumpling the note playfully in his hand. I'm still not thanking you. Yogi, he whispered to the empty room, though his heart felt lighter than it had in days. He walked over to the dining table and quickly ate the breakfast that has been neatly covered and left for him, knowing how young his guest really would report back if he skipped it. By the time we finished, the grand house felt entirely too quiet. A servant walked by the kitchen and mentioned that Yongi had already left for the main estate office to handle a business matter. Good, Jimin thought. Letting out the bread, did not realize he was holding up to. At least I get a few hours of peace without this arrogant smirk in my face. Since he had the house to himself for a while, Jimin decided he could not just sit around doing nothing. He walked into the massive living room. Even though the maids kept the mansion spotless, the cushions on the large plush sofas were slightly displaced, and a few decorative items on the shelves were out of order. Wanting to keep his mind occupied, Jimin began tidying up, fluffing the pillows, organizing the magazines on the coffee table, and neatly arranging the space until it looked perfectly welcoming. Just as was smoothing out the edge of a velvet blanket, the heavy front doors opened. Mr. and Mrs. Min walked in, both of them breathing a little heavily and wiping their eyebrows. The morning sun outside had grown quite warm, and their long walk had clearly left them exhausted. Oh goodness, the humidity today is something else. Mrs. Min sighed, fanning herself with her hand as she leaned lightly against her husband. Jimin noticed their tired expressions immediately, without wasting a single second. Rushed into the kitchen, he quickly poured two glasses of water and from the dispenser and carried them carefully back into the living room on a small silver tray. Mapa, you look so exhausted, Jimin said, softly stepping up to them with a warm, caring smile. Lifted the glass and gently handed one to each of them. Please sit down and drink some water first. Mrs. Mint's face lit up instantly at the sight of a thoughtful daughter-in-law. She took the cold glass, her fingers instantly cooled. Oh, Jiminy, you're so absolute lifesaver. Mrs. Mint gasped happily, placing her gentle hand over her heart after swallowing the refreshing water. Look at this old man. We barely walked through the door, and our sweet angel is already taking so much care of us. Papa Min drained half his glass in one go, letting out a loud, satisfied sigh. He beamed at Jimin, his stern face melting in total warmth. Ah, this is exactly what I needed. Thank you, son. Yoongi has actually chosen a gem for us. Jimin blushed at the praise, a small, genuine smile lighting up his face. It's nothing, Papa. I'm just glad you both feel better after the walk. Mrs. Min set her empty glass down on a tray, her eyes beaming with affection. As she looked at him, she reached out gently, taking Jimin's small hand in her own warm ones. By the way, Jiminy, Mrs. Min said, a tone full of excitement. Youngie told us before he left for work this morning. He said he took care of all the paperwork and admitted you into the top university. I'm so incredibly happy that you get to resume your studies, darling. Jimmy's head did a strange little flutter as his words, hearing it from Mrs. Min, made it feel so much more real. He felt a wave of relief, but also a tiny bit of embarrassment, knowing Youngi had proudly informed his parents about his first thing in the morning. He told you? Jim murmured, looking down at his shoes as his cheek turned a right shade of pink. Of course he did, Papa Min chimed in, walking over to sit down on the plush sofa Jim had just neatly arranged. He was very clear about it. He said his wife is brilliant and should not waste his talent sitting at home. We are very proud of you, Jemina. Mrs. Min squeezed his hand gently, her eyes softening. We know this first arrangement hasn't been easy on you, sweetheart, but seeing you, how much Yoongi cares about your future, it makes me so happy. You deserve to chase your dreams, and the boy is going to make sure you have everything you need. Jimin bit his lip, a deep warmth spreading through his chest. He still wanted to kick Yoongi for all his teasing, but hearing his parents talk like this made him realize that beneath all the mafia's arrogance, the older man was actually keeping his words. Thank you, Ma, Jimin whispered softly, his pleasant eyes crinkling into a sweet smile. I'm really glad I get to go back to college again. I'm so happy, Ma. Mrs. Min's smile turned incredibly soft, a gentle maternal warmth shining in her eyes. She patted the back of Jimin's hand, guiding him to sit down right next to her on the sofa. Jimina, Mrs. Min spoke softly. Her voice dropped into a serious but incredibly tender tone. We know the truth, darling. We got to know that this was forced marriage for you. And I know my son can behave so cold and arrogant on the outside. Jimmy looked up, his crescent eyes widening slightly in surprise. He hadn't expected her to address the forced reality of the situation so openly. But please don't take him wrong, Jimina, she continued gently, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. He may not know exactly how to show his feelings properly, but that boy is actually very soft hearted. Grew up having to carry the weight of his family's name. So he wears a mask, but my son is an absolute softest when it comes to his family and his loved ones. He can do absolutely anything for the people he care about. Jimin sat quietly listening intensely, his heart quizzing slightly at the words. He thought back to Young's cooking the key, loosening his tie while calmly discussing his university classes and holding him securely through the night. Mrs. Min leaned in a little closer, a knowing, beautiful smile pressing his lips. And I know my son likes you. A mother can always tell. Give him a chance, Jimina, to carry forward your relation. Don't build a wall around your heart just yet. I can tell you, you both are going to be the best couple. Jimin's cheek instantly flushed a deep, pretty pink. He bit his lip, looking down at his lap as his fingers toyed with the edge of his cream hoodie. The idea of giving a ruthless mafia king a real chance sounded terrifying. While looking at Mrs. Min's hopeful, loving face, he found himself nodding very slowly. I will try, Ma, Jimmy whispered shyly, his voice barely above a breath. Mrs. Min beamed, pulling him into a warm, tight hug. That is all I ask for, my sweet boy. Now, let's go. You're properly settled before that Jane cat of a husband comes back home and start barging again. To be continued.